In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew calls for bold unity at Active 2025. No changes made to government travel per diem policy, and Desi Brown appointed Director of Production for Sugarmass 54. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Quartz presents their 2025 appliance event, Be Inspired, at all Quartz stores nationwide. Save big on select appliances, plus free gifts with purchase. Buy a washer and get 20% off any dryer. Plus, get more when you shop on credit with 10% cash back and free delivery on purchases of $5,000 and over. So don't miss your chance to be inspired at the Quartz 2025 appliance event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends July 24. Conditions apply.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Welcome to the Intra-African Trade Fair 2025, the gateway to abundant opportunity, the platform for more, access to a continent with more makers and creators, more technology and manufacturing capabilities, more innovators and collaborators, more information and knowledge, a continent of opportunities for business in more markets and resources that accelerate progress and create space for more infrastructure, connectivity and networking, more creativity, production, and more deals for the people. Afrexim Bank, in collaboration with the African Union Commission and the AFCFTA Secretariat, brings you the 4th Intra-African Trade Fair, hosted by the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. Over 2,000 exhibitors, 35,000 plus attendees, 140 plus countries, $44 billion in trade and investment opportunities. Register now and enter the gateway to new opportunities.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, delivered an impactful address on Tuesday, July 29, 2025, at the 4th Africa Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum, Active 2025, calling on leaders and citizens alike to reimagine the Atlantic not as a divide, but as a bridge of opportunity. Prime Minister Drew emphasized the importance of strengthening ties between Africa and the Caribbean to achieve shared progress and prosperity. Dr. Drew stressed that Africa and the Caribbean must no longer remain on the periphery of global development, but must boldly step into leadership roles in shaping a fairer, more inclusive world. The Prime Minister underscored the progress already being made, referencing successful academic exchanges, cultural fusion, and trade missions between Africa and the Caribbean. He urged that travel between the two regions be made as seamless as travel to Europe, free from visa hurdles and complex routes. As Active 2025 convenes global stakeholders, Dr. Drew issued a call to action to transform ideas into deliverables and strengthen the ties that unite Africa and the Caribbean. And in other news, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis confirms that the travel per diem policy for government ministers, permanent secretaries, and other public officers remains unchanged since its establishment in 2008. This clarification addresses persistent false claims circulating in the public domain. The 2008 policy continues to govern all official travel expenditures. Ministers of government receive a fixed allowance of EC $100 per day within the OECS and US $100 or EC $270 per day outside of the OECS region. Permanent secretaries and ambassadors receive EC $350 per day for CARICOM travel and EC $425 per day for non-CARICOM travel. Other civil servants receive EC $300 per day, CARICOM, and EC $350 per day, non-CARICOM. The policy further stipulates reduced rates for travel exceeding 14 days and prohibits per diems for fully sponsored trips. The statement notes that the government, with concern, repeated allegations, including the categorically false claim that ministers receive US $1,000 daily, which misrepresents public expenditure. Such information erodes trust and distorts factual discourse. According to the statement, the public is urged to verify information through official channels, for example, St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service or SKNIS, the Ministry of Finance, Attorney General's Chambers, or the Information Commissioner. And in other news, the SKNNCC is pleased to announce the appointment of Desi Brown as the Director of Production for Sugar Mass 54, effective August 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025. In this vital role, Ms. Brown will oversee the production of all National Carnival stage events, including the Miss Teen and Queen pageants, Soca and Calypso, Junior and Senior, and Panorama, ensuring their seamless execution and maintaining the high standards that have become synonymous with Sugar Mass. With an extensive background in event management and production, Desi brings a wealth of experience to this position and has been integrally involved in the production of national carnival events over the past several years. Her leadership will be instrumental in guaranteeing the smooth flow of national events, creating memorable experiences for attendees, participants, and performers alike, and elevating the overall quality of Sugar Mass 54. And after the break, St. Kitts and Nevis receives first recipient of German vocational travel visas, and police investigating shooting of police officer in Ponds Pasture. Stay with us.
Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice. You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice. Home or away, any time of the day. Credit or debit, right in your pocket. The National Bank card, so many benefits. Oh yeah, the choice is yours. Just come and embrace it.
Live your life your way with purchases big or small. Mango, nuts, breadfruit and all.
You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice.
Culturama. It's time to celebrate culture, celebrate savings, celebrate at Horsford's. Horsford's Culturama sales event runs from July 31st to August 1st. 3 days only. Enjoy 25% off all discountable items store-wide at Horsford's Building and Eva Centers, Horsford's Furniture and Appliances, Ashley Furniture Home Store, Horsford's Automotive Accessories and Spares, and Builder's Paradise. And that's not all. Get double cash back at Horsford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Whether you're upgrading, renovating, or just ready to save, celebrate big this Culturama the Horsford's way. July 31st to August 1st. 3 days only. Only at Horsford's. Everything you need under one roof. Terms and conditions apply.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Thank you for staying with us. In other news, in a groundbreaking achievement for the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dylan Simmons of St. Kitts and Rodison Jeffers of Nevis have become the first individuals to be granted study visas by the German Embassy in Port of Spain, Trinidad, to participate in Germany's compensated vocational training program. This historic milestone marks a significant step forward in international opportunities for local youth, particularly in technical and vocational education and training, or TVET. The two successful candidates are scheduled to arrive in Hamburg, Germany next week, first week in August, to begin their training under a structured, paid vocational program designed to equip participants with practical skills and hands-on experience in various trades. The program represents a new chapter in international collaboration between St. Kitts and Nevis and Germany, offering youth a unique pathway to skilled employment, global exposure, and economic mobility. In other news, the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, or the RSCNPF, is currently investigating an attempted murder following a shooting incident that occurred in Ponds Pasture, St. Kitts on the evening of July 30th, 2025, between 7:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. Officers from the Violent Crime Unit, or VCU, responded to a report of gunfire in the vicinity of Richens Food Business. Upon arrival, preliminary investigations revealed that 24-year-old Talbert Warner, a member of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force and resident of Virchild's Village, sustained a gunshot wound to the back of his left shoulder. According to initial reports, Mr. Warner had been seated beneath a tent among other patrons at the establishment with his back turned to the main road when multiple gunshots were heard. He was struck once in the back. He was shortly thereafter transported to the Joseph and France General Hospital by fellow officers, where he was examined, treated, and remains in stable condition at surgical ward. No other injuries were reported. Both the scene of the incident and the hospital were processed by the crime scene unit. Several items of evidential value were collected to aid in the investigation. Further updates will be shared with the public as it progresses. And coming up in regional news, Haiti launches first university program in electoral law. The details right after this.
For culture around to independence is your time to ride in style and save all the while with Horsford's Automotive. Get up to $8,500 off on all models. No down payment, free bill of sale, 12 months of free servicing, or choose up to $1,000 in free groceries or free gas, your choice. And it doesn't stop there. Get free registration, licensing, tinting, and accessories. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or just ready for an upgrade, this is your moment. Hurry in to Horsford's Automotive, St. Kitts and Nevis, and ride in style. Save all the while. Terms and conditions apply.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So, even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now.
When life throws surprises your way, Now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip, with Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
Moving on to news on the regional scene. In a landmark effort to professionalize Haiti's electoral system and break the country's cycle of political instability, the State University of Haiti and the Provisional Electoral Council recently signed an agreement creating the country's first academic program dedicated to electoral law and administration. The signing ceremony was held at the Ritz-Kinam Hotel. The new initiative aims to provide structured interdisciplinary training to future electoral officials and researchers. And coming up, Russian forces capture Ukrainian town. We'll have the details when we come back.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National
end.
Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end.
filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Moving on to news on the international scene, Russia says its forces have captured the key town of Chaziv Yar in eastern Ukraine after nearly 18 months of fierce fighting in the area. The Ukrainian military confirmed Thursday that Russian forces had attacked locations near Chaziv Yar, which lies several miles west of Bakhmut, but it denied the town had been lost. Quote, Chaziv Yar remains under the control of the 11th Army Corps, the Corps said on Thursday. The Russian Defense Ministry published drone footage showing its troops in parts of the town and said more than 4,200 buildings and structures had been cleared, with about 50 Ukrainian soldiers taken prisoner. Chaziv Yar had a pre-war population of 12,000, but is now in ruins after 2 years of airstrikes and artillery attacks. Up next in sports, West Indies make 4 changes for Pakistan T20 series, and Windies captain Shai Hope calls for consistency against Pakistan. Stay tuned.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National
end.
Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end.
First up in sports, Cricket West Indies, or CWI, has announced that the West Indies men's squad will feature 4 changes heading into the 3-match T20 International or T20I series against Pakistan, to be played from July 31st to August 3rd at the Broward County Stadium in Florida. The changes come relative to the squad that faced Australia in the recent 5-match T20I series in the Caribbean, with fast bowler Shamar Joseph, along with batters Kesey Carty, Alec Athanase, and Johnson Charles being drafted into the squad for Alzari Joseph, Evan Lewis, Brandon King, and Shimron Hetmeyer, respectively. Alzari Joseph has been granted rest for the T20 leg of the Pakistan home series to manage his workload ahead of a busy schedule of cricket for the rest of the year, after full participation in the recent tour of the UK and the home series against Australia. Lewis has been ruled out of the series with an injury and will return home for monitoring ahead of the 50-over leg of the series. Shimron Hetmeyer and Brandon King both sustained side strains in the fifth and final T20 International against Australia in St. Kitts, causing Hetmeyer to be ruled out of the series, while King is still being assessed to determine his availability for the 50-over leg of the series, which bowls off on August 8th in Trinidad. Meanwhile, team captain Shai Hope says the West Indies must show consistency as they try to get back to winning ways against Pakistan. Hope wants the team to stick to their plans and execute as best as they possibly can.
It's literally a quick turnover, so we got to put our focus into what we're going to do against the Pakistani opposition. We got our plans already. We're going to make sure that we focus in hard on them, and the biggest thing that they keep mentioning is execution. So as long as that execution is 10 times better, I'm sure we're going to win this series.
And when we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. She pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up, not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories, Prime Minister Drew calls for bold unity at Active 2025. No changes made to government travel per diem policy. And Desi Brown appointed Director of Production for Sugarmass 54. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.